Hello everyone. So today's case, we're going to be talking about Chioma Gray. This case is wild. It does involve a child, and it's disturbing. You're going to understand once we get into it, but that's what I'm going to say about it. Because it does involve a child, I'm going to let you guys know. Trigger warning just in case. If you're somebody that just does not like listening to cases about children, not going to be for you. It's going to upset you a lot. So I would just leave. There's no death in this case, thankfully. But it's still disturbing nonetheless. All the links that I used for research will be down below, and let's go ahead and get into this. So, Chioma Ezranisha Gray was born April 27th, 1992, to Francine Black and Desmond Gray. She would attend Buena High School in Ventura, California, and she hoped to become an OBGYN and running a medical practice with her sister one day. And her sister, who was studying to become a pediatrician. Chioma, who was 14 at the time, started a relationship with Andrew Tafoya, who was 19. So, this is what I meant. It's disturbing. He is very obviously an adult, and she's very obviously not. 14 years old is very young. I remember how I was at 14, incredibly naive, and thinking to how I was when I was 19, there is nothing that would make me even remotely attracted to a 14-year-old whatsoever. So I feel pretty confident in saying that Andrew Tafoya is a pedophile, because only a pedophile would start a relationship with a child. In March of 2007, he was arrested after a sexual encounter with her and charged with unlawful sex with a minor. Because the age of consent in California is 18. So yeah, pedophile. Absolutely disturbing. There is nothing even remotely interesting about a 14-year-old to me. I am 26, and there's nothing even interesting about a 19-year-old to me. It's just disturbing all around. It's just so gross. She was raped. Because she cannot consent, and that is disturbing on another level that she had this happen to her. And in the moment she probably was like, yeah, I'm consenting, but the thing is she doesn't realize is that she can't. And it's just a horrible thing to have happen to her. On the morning of December 13th, 2007, Chioma, who was now 15, was dropped off at school by her father and brother. When her mom arrived at school to pick her up at 3 p.m., Chioma was nowhere to be found. School officials say she never went to class that day, and her friends hadn't seen her. By 5:30 p.m., her family reported her missing to the Ventura Police Department. During the investigation, police found out Andrew Tafoya had just been released from jail the night before she disappeared. Interesting, right? I think you're kind of getting where this is going. He had served 147 days of a 210-day sentence for his charge of unlawful sex with a minor. And I am someone who, this is just my personal opinion, I don't care how good you did in jail or prison. I don't care if you're a model citizen now. I don't care if you were a model prisoner. I don't care if you found God. I don't care if you weren't causing troubles. If you are given a sentence of 210 days, like he was in the sentence, you should serve the full 210 days. I don't think you should get off with good behavior. In any case, I don't care what it is. If it's something that's very bad like this, and worse, like there are murders where people get off super early, I don't think you should get off early. I think you should have to serve the full sentence. That's my thought. He was put on probation for 3 years with a condition that he wasn't to have any contact at all with Chioma or any other minor without an adult present. Police received a report that a 2008 white Acura with a California license plate 6A XX928 was missing from a car lot in Ventura. Andrew worked at the car lot as a car washer and was last seen driving the car that morning. On the day she disappeared, a security camera at Buena High School captured a vehicle matching the stolen vehicle's description pulling up at the school. The stolen car's license plate number was later surveyed passing the Mexican border at 1:20 p.m. Police believe Andrew took Chioma from her school that morning, and they took off to Mexico in the stolen car. Police began to investigate the case, as a felony for child stealing, according to the delinquency of a minor, car theft, and unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. In 2010, a PI was hired by the family, and they found the stolen car parked in a compound with flat tires near Acapulco in southern Mexico. He discovered where the two of them lived and worked. Andrew was teaching snorkeling, and Chioma worked as a waitress at a small vacation spot. On September 1st, 2011, Chioma's mom got a call from Andrew asking her to come pick up Chioma in Mexico. She asked for a location, but she didn't get any. For whatever reason. We don't know why. On October 5th, 2011, Chioma and Andrew returned from Mexico to California with U.S. Marshals. Chioma reunited with her family at the LA International Airport. Andrew was arrested and charged with felony child stealing and felony probation violation. On January 23rd of 2012, Andrew was sentenced to 2 years in prison after pleading guilty in November 11th, 2011. In 2012, it was reported that Chioma married Andrew in Mexico and had been living with his parents since their return in October of 2011. Francine said having Chioma back was perfect. And this is a quote. She says, "It feels like she never left. She is so happy and content." End quote. Chioma, when she came back, reminisced with her siblings, saw visitors, and learned about her family's efforts to find her. Their reunion was very tearful, and I am going to have photos of her reuniting with her family on the screen. You can definitely see it's a very emotional thing for all of them. Christine Armenta, attorney for the Gray family, has sued Andrew and his family in Los Angeles County Superior Court, alleging custodial interference, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and aiding and abetting interference with aiding and abetting interference with custodial relations. She also sued the Ventura County Probation Department, which she says ignored internal protocols when it failed to tell Chioma or her family that Andrew was being released. And that is what I have for you on the case of Chioma Gray. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna be completely honest here. In my humble opinion, unprofessional opinion, I think Chioma knew when Andrew was getting out. I think he alerted her somehow. And I think she was a child, so she could not willingly go with him. She could not consent, to a lot of things. But I think she wasn't putting up a fight to not go with him. I think she wanted to go with him. I don't know, obviously, if they actually did get married there. If they did, that is disturbing and disgusting on another level. He had groomed her, obviously. And I think it's kind of weird that all of a sudden, they're living their life down there and suddenly he's asking her mother to come pick her up. I don't know if maybe they had a fight or something, or she just really wanted to come back. But I'm going to be completely honest. I think she wanted to go with him. I don't think, she had no clue. I think she wanted to go, and I think she knew. But like I said, she's not able to consent to that kind of thing because she was a child. Thankfully, nothing worse happened to her. Thankfully, she got to reunite with her family. That is such a good thing. And I am very happy that she is living her life now. I'm happy that Andrew went back to prison. I don't know if he served the full 2 years. I would like to think so, but I don't know. I don't know if they won in court. Their family attorney was suing them for all this stuff. I don't know if they won. I was not able to find that out. but I hope so. But like I said, that is all I have for you guys today about Chioma Gray. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Chioma knew he was going to be picking her up at school? Do you think she wanted to go? Please do not be hateful about Chioma. She was a child when this happened. It was not her fault. It is 100% Andrew's fault. And that is where I'm going to leave this today. Thank you so much for listening to Chioma's story, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.